I'm Michelle Javornik, Deputy Public Works Director for the City of Bettendorf.
And I'm Kathy Morris, Director of the Waste Commission of Scat County, and we're here today at the Scat Area Recycling Center located on Cary Avenue in Davenport. And I wanted to give you a little information about this facility and recycling here in Scat County. This facility was built in 1995 when Bettendorf and Davenport started curbside collection. Of course, when we started curbside collection, it was dual stream. So Bettendorf residents would put their commingled containers on one side of their cart and their fiber products on the other side of their cart. Soon we'll be moving to single stream recycling, and we are here to tell you a little bit about that program.
A lot of communities around the country have already made the change to single stream recycling. We were probably one of the fewer communities still doing dual stream recycling. One of the reasons to make the change is that it is a much more convenient method of recycling for the residents. It's easy for people just to put everything into one cart. They don't have to look at the bottom to try to figure out what goes where. In addition, the new type of equipment being made to process single stream recycling is really awesome, and you're going to see that, I believe, in the tour following up here. And in addition, we are able to convert our collection to automated collection, which is our recycling trucks will have the automated arm, our drivers will be able to collect more houses, and it's a much more safer method of collection.
One of the reasons we went to single stream recycling is we saw that participation had dropped across our communities on every single route. We also did a waste sort out at the landfill, and we found that there was almost as many recyclables being delivered in the trash as was coming to the Scat Area Recycling Center. With the ease of single stream recycling, more material goes into the cart. In June, approximately 100 semis are going to roll into town with carts, about 49,000 of them that will be distributed to Bettendorf and Davenport residents.
Great, and let me tell you a little bit about the cart. First thing, we want to explain what single stream means. Single stream is for recycling only, okay? So everyone who's going to get one of these blue carts, a blue cart means you get to put recycling materials in it, okay? Any other color of cart, you can put garbage in or your yard waste, but the blue is for recycling only. Single stream means recyclables used to be collected either in two streams, or there was maybe all kinds of separation of your materials. Now people get to put everything into one cart. And this is what we spent a lot of time researching, getting a really good sturdy cart. It's going to have a label that is actually molded to the top. So if you look at your materials, you'll be able to see exactly what you can put in. And then what we're all going to notice is we no longer have a divider, and that is so great. So this is going to be what the cart will look like. There will be plenty of room for it. And one of the things I'd like to point out that is going to be a really nice upgrade in service, and that is Bettendorf residents are going to be offered recycling and bulky waste every other week once we begin the new single stream program on August 1st. So this cart should hold everything you could possibly have, and you'll be getting a calendar that will tell you every other week you get to set out your materials. So we'll have one cart for each household, and that will be delivered. You're going to receive a postcard with your new calendar right around the middle of July, and that postcard is going to tell you when you need to set your old cart out for recycling. Then, if you have need for more than one recycling cart, all you need to do is call our Public Works office. As in the past, we've always given additional recycling carts for those who want them at no charge.
What you see here on this table are examples of what can go in your cart and what shouldn't go in your cart. One of the exciting new things about our program is you can recycle more plastics, and you don't have to look for that small number on the bottom of the container. If it's a plastic bottle or jug, it can go in the cart. Lids are acceptable, but we do ask that the containers are rinsed and dry.
Great. As far as other items, we will love to take any kind of cardboard boxes, and this is a pizza box, and as long as it's clean and dry, it's absolutely fine to go in. And what we're asking people, any kind of cardboard you have, if you can just flatten it for us, you loosely place it into the cart, that's all you need to do.
So we would ask that you actually flatten your box, and as long as it fits in your cart completely, you can put it in. No more bundling is necessary.
Right.
One thing I wanted to add to the pizza box, and this is a don't, can't leave this part in. This part has to go in your trash. So if it's soaked with grease or it has food on it, please put that in the trash.
Right. Now, Kathy, I think one of these are going to be, this will be a no. This plastic bag, we're asking please don't put any recyclables or any plastic bags into the cart. The plastic bags will need to go into the garbage, please.
Yes, and all of the items that are currently in that plastic bag are recyclable in our program. But the problem is when the material is delivered to our facility, there is so much of it that we don't have time to open those bags and sort those commodities. So when we see a plastic bag like that, it goes into the trash.
Right. Yeah. Some other items that will be accepted now. You can put any kind of a plastic, like food or any kind of a container, and these are all what we used to call number 5 plastics. They easily can go in, just throw them on in.
And of course also the same recyclables that we've always been able to put in are number 1 and number 2 plastics. Again, if it's a plastic bottle or jug, it goes in your cart.
Right. All right, now here's an item that we're going to ask you to please set out on your bulky waste day. This is an electronic, device. Anything with a cord, anything that needs to be plugged in, keyboards, any kind of computer stuff, toasters. Please set those out at your regular collection point on your bulky waste day, but don't put it into the recycling cart. It's not recyclable in the food and beverage recycle cart.
And one other point I wanted to make about this is you're going to see the equipment in this segment as well, and you're going to see a lot of rotating discs. And when you put something that has a cord like Christmas tree lights or a keyboard like this, it's going to wrap around those discs and cause a problem with the process. So please bring that stuff to the electronic demanufacturing facility, especially if it contains data, or put it out on your bulky waste service.
We'll just take a quick moment and review the items that you've always been able to put into your cart. Aluminum, tin cans, steel cans, all of our paper items, fiber, pop and beer can containers, newspapers, magazines, cardboard, all of it can go in. Just go ahead and throw it in separately, however you want. Just put it in, and there you go.
Yes, and please remember, no garbage in the carts, no household hazardous material, no sharps. I know it's been a real inconvenience for our residents while we've been in construction that our drop-off at the Cary Street location hasn't been open. It will be open later this summer, and you will be able to take and pick up your sharps containers and return your full sharps containers, and to drop off your household hazardous material. So that will be happening soon. Again, no garbage in the carts, please, and make sure your lid is closed so that we don't have blowing material in our neighborhoods.
There is no extra cost to residents for this program. All of the recycling costs are included in the solid waste fee that people pay every month.
The new program will start on August 1st, so you'll receive your cart prior to that time, but you can't put it out into the curb until August 1st. And you will be receiving a lot of information in the mail, postcards, brochures that will come with your cart that will be informational, and a follow-up mailing as well.
You can receive more information by going to goallinqc.org, or you may call 563-388-1450. and all of the social media, you'll be able to find information on our single stream program.
And now we're going to go inside and take a look at our construction and our new single stream equipment. The construction should be finished soon, and we should be ready to go by August 1st when collection starts. We are now entering the Scat Area Recycling Center. There's a lot of construction going on here, and we're walking into the tipping floor area. So this is the tipping floor area, and you can see this big blue bin is where we load the material into the hopper, and it actually goes up the conveyor, and a metering drum lays the material in a nice even stream up the conveyor to the sort line. Okay, so what we are looking at over here is what we call our pre-sort, and that's where sorters will be up on that line, and they will be pulling out large pieces of plastic like kitty litter buckets. They'll also be pulling out scrap metal and hopefully very little trash. Anything that is in bags would be considered trash and would be pulled out. After the pre-sort, there's the OCC screen. OCC stands for Old Corrugated Cardboard, and you can see the huge discs that are in there. They will spin and pull the cardboard to the top. All of the other material will fall down into the lower conveyor. The cardboard will actually proceed on the conveyor right at the end of that chute and will be put on the pile on the floor to be baled. The next thing that happens to the material is it goes to our glass breaker screen, and the glass falls out, is crushed, and it falls on a conveyor, goes over to a glass cleanup system, and is ultimately stored outside for shipment. Following the glass breaker screen, we go to the CP screen, or the 2D, 3D screen. That's the big red screen that you see up ahead. That screen actually separates the fiber products from the commingled containers. Following the CP screen, the fiber material falls on the belt that you see here, and sorters stand here between these chutes. Now sometimes flattened water bottles come with the paper. Those are actually pulled into this chute here and go on a conveyor over to the container line. Otherwise, we can pull out box board, or they call them browns, any of the craft paper bags, and they would go down a chute when we're making an old newsprint mix. The 3D material, or the containers, fall off of the CP screen onto this belt and up to this sorting platform. At this platform, there's huge bunkers that sorters will sort different materials to. The first sorting bunker will be for PETE, or your clear plastic, number 1 plastic, pop bottles, water bottles, Gatorade bottles. The next bunker is for number 2 milk jugs. And the next is for mixed colored plastic like your laundry detergent bottles. And then the big yellow area that you see down there has a belt magnet that actually pulls off the bimetal cans automatically. And then following the belt magnet, the 3 through 7 plastics will be thrown into this chute, and the last chute is for aluminum, and that will actually come out automatically with the eddy current system that will be installed. So now we're down below. The sorters up above have thrown the containers into these various bins, and when it's time for that material to be baled, these doors go up and the material is gravity fed into the baler pit, and it goes up, falls into the baler, is baled, and then placed in storage for shipment. Well, that concludes our tour, and I hope you've enjoyed it. As you can see, there's still a lot of construction going on, but it will all be completed later this summer, and we're going to be holding an open house for the public to come in and see the new facility. It will be really awesome at that point, and we'd love for you to come and check it out. And we're asking everybody, go all in and rethink recycling.